Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is a realistic, no filters, obviously, weekly update of life as a one-to-one diet consultant. We've just started, this is day one of our school holidays. The boys are upstairs. It's been a whirlwind of school activities and plays and leaving do's and oh my gosh, it's just been absolutely hectic and emotions have been running wild. And, the next 6 weeks is going to look very different because obviously we're going to be all out of routine, out of structure for them, for me. And especially with me when it comes to running my business and for me to be on the path of maintaining my weight loss. It's very easy to look at the road ahead and think, oh gosh, it's going to be really difficult. I'm out of structure, out of routine. It's the school holidays. It's going to be impossible. I might as well just not bother, insert whatever it is that you want to do, and start in September. Like, oh my gosh. And I think that a lot of people feel that if they're not able to do something perfectly, there's no point doing it at all. And in my mind, that couldn't be further from the truth. If we wait for the perfect time or to execute the perfect way to do something, we will never get there. We will never start, and B, we will be constantly disappointed and frustration with our journey. Because we think that the only way of doing something is that it has to be perfect. And there's a really good book called How to Be Effing Awesome by Dan Meredith, and he's got this saying where it goes ready, fire, aim. Because the point is that ready, fire off, do whatever, and then start tweaking it. If we wait to make sure that our email template is the perfect looking thing, that our, whatever it is that we're doing, it has to be perfect. We will never submit anything. We will never start anything. We will never finish anything because we think that we can't do something until it's perfect. And the point is just to start messy, just to start doing something, because anything that you do is progression. And I say this because, with regards to a weight loss journey, sometimes we sit weeks, months, years, not in a good place, where we're unhappy with our weight. It's affecting our mental health, our physical, our relationships, work. And we sit on that heaviness, literally, for so long, right? And then we finally decide and choose that we want to, start our weight loss journey. And, when we're in this time of year, we think about, oh, right, I'll start. Well, there's no point starting now. It's the school holidays. I'm like, what does that actually mean? There's no point starting now. It's the school holidays. Like, are you going out for a meal every single day for 5 weeks? Because if you are, that is a hefty bill. And not only that, it's like, is that really realistic? It's the same with how I talk about, whether, even like moving the time frames to a little bit, nearer. So, sometimes I speak to clients and initially say, oh, I can't start plan. I've got my friend's birthday in 10 days time. I'm like, are you crazy? Like, I work it out on the basis is that you have 4 meals a day, right? So 4 meals a day over, so how many, so 7 times 5, my maths is really bad. Right, so there's 7 days times 5. Right, okay, so basically I work it out, right? You've got 7 meals a day. 7 meals a day. Oh my gosh, Joe. 4 meals, I'm not even going to edit it because this is how my brain works. 4 meals a day over a 7-day period. That is 28 meals, okay? And you might say, oh my gosh, I've got my friend's barbecue in 10 days time. Okay, so within the next 7 days, you've got a clear run of no plans, no social engagements, nothing, where you can completely commit to yourself to being on the plan. And even when you get to that 10th day and you've got that friend's barbecue, you can still be on the plan in the morning, in the afternoon. And even then, you've still got a choice. You can turn around and say, this is the plan that I'm on. I'm going to come to the barbecue. I'm just not going to eat, or I'm going to prepare my own food so that it's in alignment with what I want to eat. You have got a choice. I think a lot of people think that if they can't do it perfectly, there's no point doing it at all. And we need to get out of that mindset, because times have changed and perfection is too much of a load for us to live up to. I say this to my clients the whole time, that we're not looking for perfection, we're looking for progress. And when we're on that journey, you know, and I talk about, oh, I've only lost £1 this week. Well, there were months where you were not losing £1. There were months where you were gaining. So think about where you were when you first started, not where you were last week when you lost £3 and it was great, but look where you've come from when you first started. It's so easy to compare ourselves to the very recent success, but actually what we want to do is look at our progression from when we first started, because when we first started is nowhere near where we were now, and that's what we have to keep reminding ourselves. And none of that was perfect. There's been bumps and twists and turns and redirections along the way, but we get ourselves up and we keep moving. And if you are kidding yourself, because essentially what you're saying is, oh, there's no point doing it because of the school holidays, and maybe you might have a 2-week all-inclusive holiday, maybe you are socializing, maybe life is really busy, but that doesn't mean that you can't start a weight loss journey. That doesn't mean that you're not able to make some smart decisions. That doesn't mean that you can take some accountability and responsibility and go, you know what, I'm going to start and choose to eat differently. I'm still going to join in, I'm still doing that. I just want to do things slightly differently so it's in alignment with me, so that when it comes to September, I haven't woken up when the kids have gone back to school and thinking, oh my gosh, how am I stone heavier than when I went into the summer holidays? This is ridiculous. And the reason is because that you've just buried your head in the sand and think, oh, well, you know, I'm just going to enjoy it. So you're going to enjoy the summer holidays and maybe just kind of like resign yourself to the fact that you're going to put on half a stone to a stone and think that that's something that you've enjoyed doing, so that when you wake up in September, the kids have gone back to school, you're like, oh my gosh, this is so annoying. Why did I do that? Why did I need to have all of the iced frappuccinos, the lattes, the ice creams, like the, you know, excessive barbecues? Like, obviously, you know, there's a time and a place to do that, and it's learning how to moderate. It's learning how to, you know, understand frequency, what's going to benefit you. Do I need all of the things all the times? Have some of the things some of the times. And you can start that journey during the school holidays. You're not depriving yourself of anything. You're not joining in. You're just doing things differently. Different doesn't mean bad. Different doesn't mean boring. It just means doing something where you get the best of both worlds. And I know for the most people, we would want the best of both worlds. And if that does mean losing weight slightly slower than you would normally, that doesn't mean that that's not a perfect way. That means that you're progressing and you're doing much better than if you just said, oh yeah, it's the summer holidays, there's just no point. Like, for me, that just sounds like a really big excuse of cannot be bothered. That is just screaming of like, yeah, I haven't got it in me. You absolutely have. It's just whether you choose to do it. And I know that for me, when I've got something that I really want to do, I get really, really fixated on it, and I'm like, right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to show myself that I can show up and I can make decisions that are going to benefit me while still joining in. So if you're thinking, and if you're kidding yourself that you can't lose weight on plan, then I have got so many examples of my clients, of other slimmers who have decided in July to start their weight loss journey, regardless of what they've got coming up over the summer, because they've just decided they've had enough. And when you get to that point of, I've had enough, I don't want to feel like this, and I feel really rubbish, I feel really sluggish, I've got low energy, I'm feeling really low in self-confidence, and you delay that because you can't be bothered, then you're just going to make it worse. Like, you're just going to make it harder for when you do decide to get on it. So start now, be ahead of the curve, get in control, empower yourself, take your control back, because you can absolutely make the right choices even when there's chaos around you. It can be done. So if you are thinking that you want to use this 6 weeks as a way to get your control back, lose some weight, feel good, re-energize, get your health in check, get your energy up with whether it's dealing with the kids or the grandkids, and just feeling better, that when you look in the mirror, it's just as basic as looking in the mirror and go, do you know what? I don't hate myself today. I'm not having an absolute meltdown because I've got nothing to wear. I feel good. I feel energized. I feel really confident. Like, that's an amazing thing to be able to say. And if you're not there, you're just delaying yourself from getting there. And no one wants that. No one wants to wake up in the morning and go, do you know what my goal is today? Is to feel really rubbish. I want to feel really rubbish about myself, and I want to try and keep this feeling in for as long as possible. Said no one ever. The thing that is stopping you from getting you from where your goal is you. And you can feed yourself all of the excuses, all the reasons, and they sound amazing in your head. But if you say those excuses out loud, you just go, actually, this is a bit ridiculous. Like, you know, I'm a grown adult here. You know, what am I doing? And once you get on that journey, the first thing you'll say is, why didn't I do this sooner? What was I so afraid of? What was I scared of? Because actually the things that, it's not you're missing out on anything, and that's what you've got to refocus your attention. It's not what you're missing out on, it's what you're going to be gaining. It's what you're going to be gaining because you are moving towards your goal of wearing clothes that you want to, more energetic, coming off medications, starting your fertility treatment, whatever it is, you're going to be gaining the life that you're missing out on. And that's more important than having an ice cream every day, or just pressing the effort button because really you think that it's too difficult during the summer holidays. If you think it's going to be difficult, you're going to make it difficult. If you choose to say, I'm going to make it happen, then the parting of the seas, it will become easier. It's not going to be easy, but it will be easier if you get your mindset in check. So if you've had enough of feeling rubbish, and if you think that you've been waiting for the perfect time, newsflash, there's no perfect time. Starting is a decision, it's not a feeling. So if you're ready to press the button, let's go, lose weight on a safe nutritional plan that is steeped with scientific research and results, maintenance. I've been maintaining my weight loss now for over 8 years, so I know that it works, and I'm here to support you on that journey. So if you would like more information on how to get started, and you're looking for progress, that's it. Start messy. Doesn't have to be neat, doesn't have to be perfect, just start messy.